days and very massive function it was, because the program conducted with 1035 kundas of very big yagam called Sri Lakshmi Narayana Yagam, and every day approximately 200,000 people used to receive delicious prasadams and stuff like that, and everything was so nice, well done, and the fears also were disappeared. First annual celebration also was conducted during this year, during February, and the name of Samata Kumbh 2023. And of course, from now on, every year the annual celebrations are going to be happened in the name of Samata Kumbh only. Samata Kumbh 2024, 2025, 2026, like that. It's a great event. And whoever came, visited that place, including the one who actually dedicated the project to the world, the Prime Minister himself said, this is something, eighth wonder of the world. And because it was happened by the generous and good-hearted devotees like you, and we could come during that time, we felt it is our prime responsibility to come during this time, this year, and meet with you all in your own places and say a big thanks to you all. The very purpose of this year's arrival is only just to convey our gratitude to all the donors and devotees who made it happen, who translated a very big dream into reality. Our VTSeva, all the organizers and all the volunteers worked relentlessly in communicating the message to the masses and also inviting them to be a part of such a kind of historic event and great project. Sure, those who participated in that activity, their names will be there in the annals of the history forever. No matter whether they gave $1 or $1 billion. Their names will be there forever. So we thought it is our responsibility to be grateful to all of you. And hence, the program was organized, and our organizers, our Kiranji here from VTSeva and Aparnaji from JET, they said, Swamiji, your program this year will be like one day, one town, one city. One day, one city, and yes, we have to go there, see them, say thanks, and just keep going. Our Venu Swami said, how should we move then? When we stay in one place and do our aradhana, and then take snanam, etc., and at least the clothes should be dried. So, give us some time, he asked. And then these great leaders worked hard and identified at least a few places where we have to cover these places, meet with those communities and say our gratitude to them and then keep moving to different places. And that's the sole purpose we came to US during this year. And I'm very, very happy for all the donors. Congratulations to all the donors. And having come here, we wanted to recognize the efforts of those great young and little volunteers who did great service. We've just seen a few of them here. Probably many of them are not able to attend now because of the summer. Some might have gone to different parts of their hometowns and home countries, so they could not be here. And many, at least, we are able to meet with now while just touring. And in addition to what their studies was their education and their assignments, they are also just squeezing their time to learn many, many things, like as Swamiji said, they are learning Bhagavad Gita. My God. And not just learning, they are doing avadhanam on Bhagavad Gita. It's a miraculous presentation. How many of you know about Bhagavad Gita avadhanam? You need to see that probably tomorrow. Tomorrow? Or day after? Sunday, you will be able to see the performance of avadhana. They do on Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra and they do on Bhagavad Gita. It's mind-blowing. You know why? Because we all know Vishnu Sahasranama. How many of you know Vishnu Sahasranama? Ah, that's great. Many of you know very well. Right? Then, should I ask you one slogan? Can you say it? Like,
Yes.
Jagat Kamadeva Kamapala
Kami Kanta Kritagamaha.
Yes, Kami Kanta Kritagamaha. Then Oh, that's great thing. Can you go back? Our slogan? Gone. Can you switch over to 3 slokas behind? One sloka itself is not able to remember. How can we go 3 slokas back? Okay. Can you go 3 slokas ahead? So sorry. Not you have to say sorry. If we upload this Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra 100 slokas to computer, not ordinary computer, the super computer, and then say, hey, take Anukamadevam Kamapalaha, add 5, and then go back 7. Tell me. And if you say so, the computer says, error. It says, it shows error. Check. But the students who are trying here, by our pregnant teachers who just received a few, humble mementos, they give wonderful training to those kids. And the youngest kid is just 7-year-old. 7-year-old. And they just memorize this slow stotra, all the 108 slokas, and they are able to navigate their mind from anywhere to anywhere, no matter where it is. They can go from 53, add 333, they can do it within no time. and then deduct 555. They keep on doing that till the beginning. What a powerful memory test that it is. We call it a super memory skill, SMS. They are able to do this. And very interestingly, not only just with Vishnu Sahasranam, they also learned Bhagavad Gita, all the 700 slokas, having 18 chapters, and not evenly divided. And there are 42 in one place, and 20 in one other place, and 34 in some other place, 48 in some other chapter. Like that, the division is there of the slokas in Bhagavad Gita. Yet, these are the kids who just memorizing all the stuff. And if you ask the number in X number of chapter, X number of sloka, able to pick up. Give the sloka, they are able to recognize from what chapter was the number of the sloka. And take one sloka and ask them to, just as I said with Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. Similarly, even in Bhagavad Gita, if you ask them to go, add 666 3 times or 4 times, and they can deduct 555 or 444 333 222 or 77 888. How beautifully they are able to calculate the math and then retrieve the slokas, relate the slokas and present the slokas. It is just mind-blowing exercise, and they are able to do that. And we also mesmerized with the ability that they possess, and we want to just convey our heartfelt Mangala Sasanams to all those teachers and all those students, whoever are doing this kind of great exercise. It's not just learning the scripture, but it is owning the scripture. We may be owning just by memorizing, but using it in different ways is not a small task. That is they are able to do. And then we thought, just bless them to maintain this school, not only just confined to the scriptures, but also they can use this kind of skill in whichever field they are in. If they are in the math, or if they are in science, if they are in medicine, or if they are in law, if they are in business, in whichever area they have chosen and going ahead with it, let this skill be useful to them to excel in that specific area. So we thought of just meeting and blessing them. And then there are great volunteers who are here, a few of them, extending human services in supporting the children back in India, like who are partly blind or totally blind and still interested in studying in different subjects. And these kids from here are extending this support to those areas. And some children who are deep in the forest, at least not able to, or just see the external world, unreachable. And reaching those areas and extending the support to those kids in going ahead with fulfilling their aims. I think probably you might have seen there are beautiful little cute kids who have great aims to achieve. One wants to be IAS officer, and one says that I want to be chief minister. Wow. Do you think any dream is small?
No.
No. No dream becomes small. No dream becomes high. It depends upon how strong you are in putting your efforts in achieving those dreams. And these kids are the ones who are on a yearly basis trying to reach those kids physically. I'm meeting with them, talking to them, sharing good knowledge with them, and encouraging them in fulfilling their dreams, which is really great. Not only just like that, even they are sharing the robotic knowledge and providing them very, very good tools like computers and other devices. And just we thought of blessing these kids to be generous enough in sparing your time, even in your future lives, to fulfill dreams of such kind of kids. Let them be anywhere in the world. Of course, because as Swamiji said just now, because your roots are from Bharat, start from Bharat. You need not be confined to a specific place as such. But there is a saying in Telugu, Tanakumalina Dharma Mela. Because you are from a place on this Mother Earth, start from there and then keep on expanding your wings to wherever it is possible. This is what these kids are doing. We saw their generosity. They conducted a program in Delhi where they have distributed 150 laptops to the children who are blind there in Delhi, in and around Delhi. And it's great generosity, from the community that these guys are able to receive and see that it is used. And again, there is another kind of service they are doing is the health service. I'm sure that all of you know very well that among women nowadays there is a kind of disease which is taking away the lives of so many. What is the disease?
Cancer.
Cancer. Cervix and breast cancers. These are very severe, dangerous, and starts with no pain, with no indication. And such kind of issues are happening, in so many places. And this organization called VTSeva, which they in India called Vikasa Tarangiri, is doing great service to those people. Identifying the problem ahead of time. This is what they are doing. First of all, create awareness about it. Then conduct early detection. Then try to treat it. To some extent, definitely anybody can do. Identification, I think anybody can do. And probably you may be having an idea. For cervix cancer, there is a recommended test normally women go through. Do you know that? Pap smear test, right? That is avoided. Our organization avoids the test and they go through a test called acetic acid test called VIA, which is recommended by World Health Organization. They follow the norms very strictly using a device called a colposcope, which mostly costs approximately 2.5 lakhs rupees. Such a kind of device, our volunteers, out of their own experience, prepared by themselves at the cost of 6,000. they screened 2.4 million women across the country. In India and also in Nepal. And this was conducted, and you will be surprised. In India, I think most of the Indian women know it very well anyway, they never care their own health. But they are very careful in take their husband's health, children's health, and relatives' health, but they never care for their own health. Probably this is the heart of Indian woman, I suppose. But her health is very, very important, because if the husband is sick and he may be sleeping for 4 days or 5 days, taking rest, and then after that he goes to his office, no problem at all in the home. But if at all mother falls sick, do you know what happens? If mother falls sick, what happens in the home? Upside down. Because the poor husband or the children, they do not know where the salt is, where the sugar is, and where other soaps are there. They don't know anything. But it is the mother who manages everything, in spite of her work in offices. But she is so concerned for the family and members. So she does every service, every activity. So the system of the home is depending upon